Sorry for canceling class. So, the one thing about working so far apart from my two jobs is situations like that happen. So, I'm sorry. I did arrive at YSU at like 5:17. So, by the time I got upstairs and set up, it would have been like 5:25. And I just didn't think we'd get through everything. So, we're going through pages 133 to 137. So important parts of our families are our pets or animals. So, not in the book, but pet. So, like you're petting your hand. This would be your pet. And animals. And then on page 133, there's bird, cat, like the whiskers, dog, dog, or dog, and fish. So, those are just for Thursday or tomorrow. I'll ask you guys a bunch of different questions about like what animals you have or want or your favorite, and we'll go through a list of different animals because it's always fun to talk about. Page 134 talks about culture a little bit. So when ASL students begin socializing with deaf people, one certain question that's always asked is, why are you interested in learning ASL? This is really important because it's kind of like, I guess, controversial, but deaf people have a small community. They're limited to the people that they can talk to. Most deaf people have hearing parents, right? So the deaf culture and the deaf community is a very cherished thing, but it's a very small thing. So deaf people want hearing people to learn their language. They want people to sign. They want to have equal access to things. However, they're kind of skeptical, like, why are you doing this? So is it for the deaf awareness? Is it to make their lives easier, or is it just because you think it's a beautiful language and it was fun and interesting to you? To them, that's not a good enough reason. If you want to be an ally, you want to be a partner to them, then that's a good reason. So they always want to know, and so that's also the part, if you see a deaf person and you want to practice your signing, like, be aware that you're going to be asked questions like that. Like, why are you taking ASL? Well, deaf awareness, like helping, just equal access. Like, those are good answers. But just to say that it's a beautiful language might be a little, and we can talk about that more if you have any questions. So page 134, that little article thing kind of explains that. You can read it if you want to. But today we're going to be talking about the age spot. So the age spot is your chin. And if you are saying that I'm 32 years old, you don't sign years and then old. It's all combined into one phrase. So I am age 32. And that means 32 years old. Age 21, age 15. So there's also the rule of 9. I believe we've talked about it before. But when your hand shape becomes the number up to 9. So you start at that age spot up to 9. You can say 1 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. And then after that, it's age 10, age 11, age 12, all the way up. So you do need to practice your numbers. On page 136, it does say that you can do 10, 11, 12. Not many people do that. I would just stick with after 9, doing age whatever. Page 137 has a ton of examples that would be really beneficial for you to practice. So like number 1, 3 years old, age 10, age 35, age 18. That's practicing your numbers and how to recognize the years old as age first. And then the second group of examples is using them in sentences. And then at the bottom, there's teenager as vocabulary and to be young. So I already told you young, younger, younger. But teenager, make sure you don't slide it. That's tan, teenager. Okay, so you needed to take the chapter 1 and 2 quiz. I think a lot of you already finished several chapters. Your quiz tomorrow is a vocab quiz of this unit, maybe some ages on there. And then we'll go over some animal science and some of these examples, so make sure you look at them beforehand. And that's it. Again, I'm sorry, but thanks for being patient.